quite an interesting set of developments that we have seen. This agreement is not executable quite yet, and that's probably what we can know about this. There were serious flaws in the execution plan as to how they were going to get this done, because if you recall, Hamas has publicly stated that they only have control over the 50 that they're going to give up, and that other groups, air quotes around that, have control. Well, what does that mean? That means that once they give up the hostages, they've lost all their leverage.
Right.
And when they've lost all their leverage, then the Israeli army is going to go right after and delete them. So there's something in this. I'm not quite sure we're across the threshold to say that we're actually going to get an agreement. If it starts to execute tomorrow, we're going to be grateful for whatever we can get in terms of a hostage out. But let's all remember, there is an active military campaign going on, and Hamas is using these people and the heartstrings of their families as weapons.
Yeah, so Colonel, to kind of jump on what General Holt was just saying, so 50 hostages being released in exchange for 150 Palestinian prisoners. So they're only giving up 50. This is their only bargaining chip, or these hostages. So what happens next? What will it take to get all of the hostages released?
Oh, yeah. Good morning and Thanksgiving to both of you. So this is, we're going to see what's going on. I think really the center of gravity are the negotiations going on in Qatar. A lot of Americans don't realize the key role of the Gulf state of Qatar, which is where actually the Hamas exiled leader is at. So they're 7 hours ahead of us. Eastern time. So we'll see what really happens. But these are complex negotiations. Qatar is involved, negotiating between Hamas, Israel. America also is participating in these. We have, out of the 240, some of these are American. So it waits to be seen how this will play out. But there's really three key people. In the end, Israel wants three people out of this, and that's the two commanders on the ground, Yahya Sinwar and Mohammed Daif are the two Hamas commanders on the ground. Israel wants those two personalities. And then Ismail Haniyeh is the exiled leader in Qatar. So those are the three key personalities that in the end, that's who Israel wants, are those three.
Yeah. Colonel, I want to play this. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu joined Newsmax's Greta Van Susteren last night, where they talked about the goal is still to destroy Hamas. Let's listen.
We got this this pause to get our hostages out because Hamas has been facing this tremendous military pressure by the Israeli army and also political pressure. And I'm very grateful to President Biden, who responded to my request to put additional pressure through the Qataris on Hamas. So we actually increased the number of hostages that are coming out, reduced the number of days of the ceasefire. That's important. They're under the gun, literally. That's why they stopped. If they think, though, to release hostages, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to continue after this lull until we get all our hostages out, and we're going to destroy Hamas.
So, Colonel, right there, this is not going to end after these hostages are released. What does this mean, though, for the support for the U.S.? Let's say they get some of the prisoners out of there that are American. Does the support from the U.S. end after these hostages are returned?
That's a great question. The American interests are we want to see peace and stability. We want to see as peaceful as possible outcome. We want Americans back that are being held as part of that 240. But history has shown Israel will be relentless on pursuing these three personalities and all members of Hamas. So this is not over by any stretch, and Israel, if it takes decades, will pursue and eliminate these three and all the Hamas members. So, and Hamas knows that, and they're stretching this out as much as possible in the negotiations.